It's not enough just to transcend life. Life has to be changed because you're here. I mean, that's my goal. It should be your goal, I think, here. That we are a transformative people. We are about, if people come here and don't walk away with some newness and new life, why bother? I mean, I can transcend life in lots of different ways, right? So we want it to be both transcendent and transformative, the experience at church. This morning at 8 o'clock, we anointed healing hands and did a blessing over people who work in the medical field. That's transformative action in liturgy, okay? We need to have a lot of that to have a full transcendent, transformative experience. But spaces like this and small dining room and other places, library and all that, can we multitask more there? Probably.
I was just thinking, and I know we have groups where we could take a tour after church, but I wish we could have things during church to explain a few of those beautiful windows.
Oh, wow.
So that more people would hear the stories, because we've had some with ushers where we'd have a Saturday. And like I said, I know every Sunday we can stay after church, but some of us have places to go.
Sure.
But I just wish that we could sit in there and just talk about this beautiful space and feel more ownership to, we could tell a friend.
That's a great idea.
That this window is,
Oh yeah, those are stories. Those are life stories right there in those windows.
And the artwork that we have on the walls and the station.
Yeah.
A lot of these things are extras that we can come to.
A lot of sermons
Yes.
in the space,
Yes.
if we tell them. That's good. That's a very good idea. Others?
One thing I have found really valuable in my life in the process of having a spiritual director and having a spiritual director is looking at the convergence of other people's lives with my own and how they're movements of the Spirit. It's not just, I accidentally met this person. Well, look at that relationship now, 2 or 3 years down the road, and all the gifts you've received from that. But that's a movement of the Spirit, not just a chance encounter. Let's just, jumble up some popcorn and see which kernels fall where. So,
Yeah. Exactly. So, and
a little more intentional, and that greater intention is
there are all kinds of relationships, aren't there? I mean, I have relationships with people that I've never met through the books I read. And they're just, there are mentors everywhere. And, Buechner talks about saints being, every now and again, God drops a hanky and you pick it up, kind of notion of saints. Well, I'd say relationships are that way too, they help us, they heal us, they bring us life. Yeah, I hear you.
I see major attention needed in all 6 areas. Does he speak anything to priorities? I mean, is there a start to the wheel? Or
the one I would choose would be the one that you think is the most important. I would ask the community once again, because I believe that truth comes through community. Need a bunch of perspectives. I could go up there and choose one right now for you. Maybe exactly wrong, because I only have 1/10 of the perspective. But with 10 of you together, I bet we could choose the right one to start on. I would say, once again, you get started on this stuff, and it leads you to other things. I defy you to enter any of that doesn't lead to relationship in one way or another.
And I know it was totally intentional on your part, but in my mind, this connects so completely with the assessment that we've just done. We don't just have 10 voices, we have 345. And within that information are priorities that we have told each other in that we consider where we need to begin. So I think in the next few weeks we're going to glean just what those priorities are as seen by all of us. I mean,
That's
we
right.
know, don't we? You'll hear each other's stories.
I bet the survey will lead us into some of these areas.
Precisely.
You know, and, you know, as we identify what a dean would be like, you know, who has some talent and skills in some of these areas, it would be helpful, right? So, yeah, one more.
Just some comments, Bishop. And I don't know why I'm thinking this way, but here again, it's on the section of relationships. In my mind, that will break up without relationships. The other items fall apart.
Right.
Everything leads to relationships.
Right.
And I noticed the survey for the new dean, I personally thought a lot of the questions were skewed towards relationships. It's all about relationships.
Yes, yeah.
I see a breakdown of every other item without relationships.
Yeah.
And I hope when we get started on that, we can talk about strained relationships.
Right, because...
All relationships are going well.
No, we could probably say that here we need healing of relationships.
Yeah, sure.
Wouldn't you say? I would say, and so the quality of the relationship. Of course, if you want to heal a relationship, what do you have to do? Oh, guess what? Right? So it's amazing how one leads to another. But now what I would like to do is, just because you still have time for a cup of coffee before you have to go upstairs, there are a bunch of magic markers here. And just pass them to one another, and just check the one that you think we ought to get focused on right now, okay? So just take your time doing that. That will be a very big help to us, okay? Thank you all. Appreciate it. And Michael Summerfield gave me a pumpkin donut. Oh. Isn't life good? No.
Well protected.
I noticed him up there. We were talking about
Fireplace is the center